What is going on, guys? Chris Rudnik here, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the Ricer Civic. Now, a lot of people have been asking, why haven't we been working on it? Why haven't we been doing this? Why is this project not done? Why is this project not done? Well, if you look right here, we have a decent chunk of money. I have been saving these parts for a while now, collecting some parts to make the GSR 100%, but obviously to plan that build, it takes time, it takes money, and I want to do it correctly. So we haven't been driving this car because currently it has a Garrett turbo. I have no idea what it is. All I know is a T3 flange, and I stole it from Tommy's shop right before I left Connecticut. That turbo has been in this car, D16, B20, and now the B18. And sadly, it was time for her to go. But we're bringing the Ricer Civic back today because thanks to Max Peating Rods, they sponsored this video. They hit me up on Instagram. They're like, hey, we want to sponsor your channel. Explore our website and check out what we have. And if you need anything, we got you. I found this turbo on their website for $123. Now, the reason why I'm so excited about this is because I saw the Boosted Boy video where they ran that crazy time with two eBay turbos, and I figured since this was such a cheap turbo, it would be a cool video. We're gonna put this turbo in, we're gonna throw it on the dyno, we're gonna see what it makes. We're also gonna be getting a 4-bar map sensor as well, so we can kind of crank the boost up. What are you thinking, John, 20 PSI? Do you think the Max Peating Rods turbo will handle 20 PSI?
It'll handle 20 PSI.
We're gonna find out. If you guys are interested in this turbo or anything from Max Peating Rods, it's gonna be in the link below. $123 turbo. We're gonna find out on the GSR today what it's gonna handle. Let's open this thing up.
We might lose a finger doing it that way.
Oh, it came with the gaskets.
It comes with gaskets?
Dude, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I think it's crazy that there's even a profit margin on a $123 turbo.
Like, where's the metal coming from?
Like, how much does it cost to actually, dude, this thing doesn't look that bad, man. Come on, look at this thing.
Pretty sure that's what we're running on the Accord. Dude,
this is a spoolie boy for sure. Everything seems good. This thing is, it's kind of big. This is great, dude. I'm actually super hyped on this. So this is a $123 turbo, and this is a G25. This is a $1,900 turbo. Both of these turbos will end up on this car at some point. We're gonna start with this one. I really wanna see the differences between a $1,900 turbo and a $123 turbo, right? I'm sure you guys do as well. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna completely strip this. We gotta take the turbo off. We gotta take this fucking hood dump off that doesn't move. We gotta change fittings and do all of that fancy stuff and drive it because it already has a tune and everything. Literally the only reason why I haven't been driving it because it runs like a bag of poopy. So start taking this thing apart. So right now I'm about 2 cunt hairs away from getting the oil drain off. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is my broken wrist too. I think it's pretty strong now that after Guitar Hero. Ooh, it's out, it's out. So all we need now, keep in mind, it's only been like 8 minutes. This car is really easy. I'm gonna keep the dump pipe on just because I'm just gonna swap it out in the car. It's way easier, but we're literally only have 1 bolt holding the turbo. This whole thing is coming off, and then we can actually transfer the fittings. We can transfer the hood dump and the oil return onto the Max Peating Rods turbo. So let's do it. All right, so, oh, we're stuck. Okay, we got the turbo out right here. We gotta take the hood dump off. We gotta take the oil fitting off and the oil drain, and grab that coupler. And Max Peating Rods, we're ready to make some power, baby. $123. Go to the link below. Save yourself some fucking money. All right, guys, so the turbo is officially ready to be put in. We got the downpipe in. We got the turbo drain in. We have the restrictor. We're not gonna worry about these because I actually have like all of the coolant lines and stuff ordered. They just haven't come in yet, but it's okay because we got a $122 turbo. I don't think this thing is gonna be overheating anytime soon. She's just gonna make all the power that we want. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put it into the car. Really all I need to do is kind of finagle it in and put 4 bolts in, put a nice gasket in, tighten up the intercooler piping, and we're ready to boost. It's as easy as that, boys. All right, guys, well, I've been trying to finagle the turbo in, and I don't have studs on this manifold. I have bolts. and it is very, very, very challenging to try to get the bolts in, hold the turbo up, do all that stuff. So we're just gonna pop the manifold off real quick, and that will allow us to actually tighten the bolts fully on the turbo to get a really tight seal between the manifold and the turbo, so we don't have to worry about any exhaust leaks or boost leaks or anything like that. So let's take that off. All right, boys, well, the good old $120 turbo is now officially installed. Everything is tight, everything is good. Let's just, let's move that out of the way. That's not bolted, but it's fine. Everything's fine there. Don't worry about that. Haven't started it yet. John, you want to hold this real quick? I haven't tried to start it. We're just going to see what happens. I got high hopes of this $120 turbo. I'm not even going to lie. Because the other turbo was blown, so like we haven't really gotten to fully feel this car. Ugh. Oh, I was like, why does it not sound like it's even trying to turn on? I forgot that I was using Jordan's ECU. Do we still have access to that?
Yeah, it's free over there.
You have a laptop and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know if the laptop's gonna be, it's gonna take me like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, we'll be back in a little bit. I looked over, I'm like, wait a minute, there's no ECU in the car, so we'll be back. At least it cranked. All right, well, thank you to Jordan, because without him, we wouldn't be able to drive this car tonight. I don't have an ECU for it, just a stock one. But take two, I guess. There we go. That sounds better. We got the fuel and everything. That's good. Start. All right. Well, we're gonna take this out of the shop real quick. We're gonna let it warm up. I just want to hit some freaking boost. Let's go. I'll be honest, guys, I don't really like what I'm seeing. Don't get me wrong, the turbo, it feels great. I haven't really gotten into boost yet. Just kind of going to about 4,000 RPMs and letting off, but this thing is still smoking like a chimney, like burning oil bad. So I'm starting to think it's the rings, which I'm not stoked about. It doesn't feel bad though, and it sounds good. And that was literally 20% throttle. Dude, that, I can't believe it's burning so much oil though. That sucks.
It's kind of crazy.
That sucks a lot.
Looks like a vintage like train or something.
Yeah, but we've been driving around for a little bit, so we're gonna give it a good old 1-2, you know what I mean?
Oh fuck, there's cops.
Is that a cop or is that just the...
No, that's cops.
Is it really?
Well, there goes the fun time.
Alright, take two. Pretty freaking good, actually.
Feels way better than you.
For $120? Like, come on. All right, we're gonna hit it right here. Dude!
Not bad at all.
Dude, it hit VTEC, hit boogies.
Holy shit.
I'm really upset about that oil. I'm pissed about that oil, actually. This turbo feels 10 times better than that blown Garrett. I mean, obviously, if it was blown, but...
I mean...
You know what I mean. All right, here we go. Dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of violent.
It's pretty peppy.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it feels really freaking good.
Damn.
I'm actually impressed. Like, it doesn't really start kicking until about like 4,500 RPMs, but like from 4,500 and up, you're going, and it feels really good. We're gonna go do one more pull, and then we're gonna pick up this video in the daytime so you can actually see. I just gotta keep doing pulls. I'm a butthurt. I guess we're gonna be building this engine too, because this I can't have that. That's awful, which sucks. But at the end of the Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the next day. We have the Ricer Civic on the dyno, ready to just get a baseline. We're not tuning this thing or anything. It's already pretty tuned. It's pretty good. Tomorrow, I would love to get a 4-bar map sensor. I really want to see what this turbo can do in a higher boost. Right now, we have a 1.5 bar map sensor in the car, so we can only really get like 10 PSI, and then it just starts cutting out. You can't really do much. So tomorrow, I want to get the 4-bar, maybe push 20 PSI, see what it'll make. What do you think it would make, 350?
It's gonna make some bent valves.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
How many pounds?
20.
Probably about 320. I think
About dude, 320 in the Ricer Civic would be a new record. I think the fastest has been was the B18, or no, I'm sorry, the B20 at 260 horsepower-ish, and it ripped. It ripped. So to add another 60 horsepower would be really cool. So if you guys remember last night, we were having some oiling issues, and I thought it was going to be the engine. I thought it was the ring. So we did a compression test yet again last night after we did those pulls because the engine was nice and hot. Turns out that everything was still good. So then we went to the restrictor on the turbo. I actually found one in my toolbox. We put a restrictor on the turbo and it restricted the oil a lot, and it's smoking a lot less. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna make my way to Havoc Speed as well. Just get the right restrictor for this turbo, and I think we're gonna have no issues. It's smoking a lot less, so I'm cool with it. And this turbo is performing way better than that Garrett. I mean, given that Garrett was blown, so obviously any turbo is gonna produce more power than a blown one. But the fact that this thing is only $120 and like it's night and day. Like I wish you can feel speed over YouTube, because like truly I'm kind of blown away that this thing is 120 and it's feeling how it's feeling. But enough talking, we're gonna start this car. We're not gonna do that, and we're just gonna get a baseline. I'm hoping for, what did this thing make? It made 234 or something? If this thing makes more than that, that's awesome. I'm thinking it's gonna make at least 255.
I know it's gonna make more because I know the housing bigger.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you think it's gonna make?
What did it make before?
234.
I don't know. I'm hoping for 250.
Hoping for 250?
Just off the rip.
Just off the rip. Yeah, we're just doing a baseline. We're gonna do one third gear hit, and we're gonna see what happens. Yo, if this thing makes freaking 250, we're cooking for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, here she is. She's fired up. We're ready for this baseline. Third gear. Yo, 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 yo. Fuck. I think the axles are hit or something. I told Jack to cut it because the oil pan is hitting the roller. I saw sparks flying. Damn it. Well, this kind of sucks. I didn't really expect this to happen, but I promise you a baseline, so we're gonna make it happen. I'm raising the car on the freaking dyno. So hopefully in the next 15 minutes, I'm just gonna raise this. I don't care what the car looks like right now. I mean, the car is beat up as hell, and all I care about is the engine. I've said that 100 times, but let's raise it up. All right, guys, well, we tag teamed it. We lifted up the front. We got about a ½ an inch of clearance from the oil pan to the rollers now, so we're good to go for the base run. I wasn't gonna let you guys down. Don't worry about it. All right, let's try this again. Take 2, fellas. That restrictor really helped, but last night that thing was blowing oil. Let's see what it is, fellas. All right, guys, so right now we're currently at 200 horsepower. Now, the reason why it's lower is because for some reason it's really, really rich right now. I don't know if you guys can tell when it was doing the third gear pull, it was smoking like a chimney, just black smoke, meaning it's just too rich. So maybe just changing the turbo, change that up a bit. Jack's in the computer right now. He's fixing all of the kinks. The good news is when I drove it, I guess you could say it was making 200 and it felt faster with this turbo rather than the other one at 230. So if Jack can clean that up a bit and then we can really see some real gains, this thing could potentially be a rocket ship. Up a little bit, added 8 horsepower. We're at 208 currently. With Jack messing with fuel trims and stuff, we've already gained 24 horsepower. Our first dyno run was 200, so we're almost right back where we started with that Garrett turbo, which is kind of cool. This thing's only 120 bucks, so you can expect some boost for sure. Boys, holy crap. Yeah, that's the run we're looking for. We're pretty much at 230 at 161 torque. I don't know what the Garrett was pushing. 7,800 RPMs. That's a screamer. What are you thinking, man?
She wants to rev, huh?
Dude, that thing was screaming.
That's good. Sounds nice.
I love like when the VTEC hits, you can really hear it.
And no smoke.
No smoke.
That's good.
Yeah, that restrictor really helped. I'm stoked on that. So, engine's still good. For a $120 turbo, it's good. I just had to change the restrictor, but to be honest, I mean, turbos don't come with restrictors anyways. That's your responsibility to get, and I just had the wrong one, but luckily we had one just laying around and made it A-okay. All right, so we're doing one run. Jack's been messing with the timing a little bit, taking some fuel out because it was super rich. He thinks it still has a little more in her, and keep in mind, this is only 10 PSI. Moon. That's it. That's all she's got, huh?
Wouldn't do anymore, yeah.
So 10 PSI, we got up to 229 horsepower. Yeah. Which
I tried to push it a little further. You can see it lost a little. Yeah. So didn't like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Back to where it was.
Now the real question is, what do you think it's gonna make at 20 PSI?
What is that?
What are we at right now? 10?
No, was it 10?
Yeah, I think that's 10 PSI.
Oh my God, I wasn't watching.
Yeah, we're about 10.
This thing maxes out at like 12.
Okay.
I was looking at the computer.
Yeah.
Maxed out.
Oh, so it was at 12.
According to this.
Okay. Well, that's probably accurate because I don't think we can go past 12 with the 1.5 bar. So, I don't know.
Probably 11 or 12.
Yeah, but what do you think horsepower-wise? Do you think this turbo can handle 20 PSI?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
$120 turbo with 20.
Yeah.
We're going to find out in tomorrow's video, so I guess that's it. The max beating rod's $120 turbo at 11-12 PSI made 200 and, well, that says 223, but our highest number was 229. So, I mean, there you have it. If you guys want to turbo your car for cheap, the reason why I wanted to take this sponsorship is because I feel like there's so many YouTubers out there like doing everything so expensive, and I just like to remind people that you don't have to spend your whole bank account to have fun. Like, it's the best bang for your buck. $120 turbo, $80 manifold. Like, you can get some different Honda Civic injectors for like $100. FMU system, like, you don't have to be the best of the best. You don't have to have all this money to just dive into your car, learn a little bit, turbo it, and have some fun. I want to thank Max Peating Rods for sponsoring this video. I'm really happy that we were actually able to kind of bring this car back to life, because that turbo was just blown and it just wasn't fun to drive because it would just cut out, it would smoke, it would do all these things. And now we can actually enjoy this car before it goes to the scrap yard and we hit phase 2 with this engine.
I like this Ricer radiator mount.
Dude, you don't even know. I don't want to touch it, but there's no zip ties. Dude, it's the budget life,
You
man.
know, someone's gonna screenshot me going like this.
Yeah, for sure. You're a meme now. You just made yourself a meme.
Fine.
But I am curious. I'm curious to see how this feels, because when we started, we were pretty much under 200 because it was so rich. But when Jack took the fuel out, we added like 30 horsepower. So it already felt better than the other Garrett turbo because it was blown. And now we added more horsepower. So it should only feel better.
Let's see what she does.
So before we end this video, let's go for a pull real quick. All right, boys, well, we're on the road again. I'm actually pretty excited. It already feels way more responsive, way more. Well, boys, this thing fucking absolutely rips. $120 turbo. I don't want to hear any excuses about money or this or that. You can have fun with your car. If you have a Civic, if you have a Miata, whatever you have, there's parts out there that you can spend $2,000 on a turbo and $100 on a turbo. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. One more time, thank you, Max Peating Rods, for sponsoring this video. I'm going to try to get a 4-bar map sensor for tomorrow's video if it's not out tomorrow. I've just been doing every other day because I've been doing a lot of stuff with merch and a lot of stuff just not film worthy. So don't worry, we're still making big moves. I just needed to do every other day to be able to do all the other stuff that I'm doing as well. But daily vlogs, they'll start again soon. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe for more, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow. Making 20 PSI, it should be pretty freaking interesting.
All right, like Chris said, check out the description for the links to Max Speeding Rods with his referral code. And obviously next video, we're going to be putting that thing under 20 PSI of boost, so stay tuned to that. Can't wait to see a rod shoot out of that GSR motor at 20 PSI.